Hello, I'm Katie Lee, VP of Business Development here at Ramrod International Investments. I know you all have a meeting coming up in a few weeks with the executive staff from China International Corporation to discuss partnering with our firm. I just wanted to touch base with you all, go over a few things I've dug into and researched, and maybe be able to give you a couple resources that will hopefully help your trip and meeting be of more success. Let's start with how to conduct yourself while in China and going to these meetings with them. The Chinese culture operates under collectivism, and you must walk into the meeting in order of the highest ranked individual, and they need to sit down first and position themselves in front of the host, being their highest ranked staff member. Doug, as you know, that will be you. So just keep that in mind at every business meeting and dinner. Next will be arrive early, be early. They see early arrivals that they are respectful, and the next is just don't set an end time. They find that disrespectful. As you know, we time block here in the United States for most of our meetings and appointments, and so just try to be mindful of your calendar and times because meetings may go over. Next will just be a quick little tip. Always hand them things with both hands, never the left. They find use of the left hand disrespectful. Next will be general behaviors. Gifts are a sign of a new relationship in China. You don't have to get them anything large or expensive. Just keep in mind a small wrapped gift is a nice, respectful gesture and a sign that you are excited about the new relationship. They will deny it a couple times until finally accepting it, and they will never open it in front of you, but that is perfectly fine. You just want them to know that it's a nice gesture to kick off the new relationship. Next will be business attire. Dress code is a must in all things, whether it be meetings, dinners. They see dress code as a sign of success because that's just what's recommended in the Chinese culture. They all dress for success. So keep that in mind. The next is just a little chart of a couple words that you could learn just to impress them and let them know that you respect their culture and you're looking forward to the relationship. With the Mr. and Mrs., just know that they do not go by their last names. So you will always want to greet them with their first name. So I would not be Mrs. Lee, I would be Mrs. Katie, for an example. Negotiating business with the China culture, just know that they are indirect communicators. They rely less on words and really just your overall posture, facial expressions, and tone of voice. So be mindful of that when interacting with their culture at meetings and dinners. Another thing is negotiation of contracts and business deals is a huge strength to them. So if they come across with a business plan, a business deal, or a contract, and you don't negotiate or bargain with them, they see that as a weakness. Next is dinner behavior. I know that you all are very well versed in business dinners, and I have no question at all that you know how to act, but I just wanted to give you a few tips. Business dinners will be a highlight of your time spent with the executives at China International Corporation because they are important to the Chinese. Again, business meals like meetings, you must sit down in order of importance and rank. Another thing is when you're seated, cross-mingling and networking may be encouraged here in the United States and within our company, but it is not something that the Chinese culture does. So just keep that in mind. Sit with like-minded individuals in the same familiar ranks of importance as you. Another thing is do not finish all the food on your plate, as the Chinese see that as a sign that you're still hungry. So keep a little bit of food on your plate. And lastly, if you invite them to dinner, they expect you to pay, but do not ever pull out money or a card as they find that greedy in their culture. So just you want to pay in a discreet manner. And that is all. I'm open for any questions at this time, and I'm happy to help or give you any extra tips or feedback. Thank you so much for your time.